Welcome, dearie. Have a seat. Want me to take a look inside me crystal ball, eh? Very well. I can see not much at all, cause this is not this kind of show. Hello there, dear knowledge seeker. You're watching Mr. Trivia's quiz show, where I painstakingly seek out interesting stuff to make you more interested in the world. The rules are, as usual, 15 questions, 10 seconds per question, and fun facts which I think are cool. But before we start, let's take a look at the bonus question answer. So, the question was, what causes the dissociative personality disorder known as DID? And here's my answer. In general, complex stuff, really. If you want to learn more about it from the source, I can recommend the YouTube channel called Dissociated. There have been some controversy around many things when it comes to this person, but I still believe she portrays this disorder quite well in many of her videos. Unfortunately, some of them are not available now, since I believe she deleted some of them back in the day. But if you want to get the gist of it, just take a look at the interview done by Anthony Padilla. To be honest, it's done surprisingly well for a big YouTuber. Moving on to the actual answer though, word of caution. This topic is difficult to study and there isn't really a clear scientific consensus, but keeping that in mind, there are two main explanations for this disorder, the iatrogenic and trauma-based. So let's start with the first one. Iatrogenic means relating to illness caused by medical examination or treatment. For example, an injection which causes an infection can be called as a iatrogenic infection. So it's thought that in the cases of the people who are more suggestible, their symptoms get reinforced by a therapist. In the way of, if he says that I might have DID, then it would make sense for me to keep behaving this way. Although this explanation holds some water to be true, I don't think it's true in the majority of cases. The second explanation, at least to me, sounds better. So basically, children don't get born with a fully formed personality. Around the 3-5 year mark is when the personality starts developing in a way that's typical of each person's predispositions. If a big trauma such as abuse or death of a mother, for example, occurs, the child doesn't form one personality that's able to adapt to the environment. As a defense mechanism, it splits into a few different personalities, each serving an important role to the organism. For example, one personality for defense, one for assertiveness, and another serving the function of a main one, being in control most of the time. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, and let's go to the quiz. So, question 1. How many full-length movies based on Tolkien's books have been made since 2000? Were there 4, 5, 6, or maybe 7? There are 7 full-feature movies, 3 Lord of the Rings movies, 3 Hobbit movies, and a movie made in 2009 called Born of Hope, focusing on Aragorn. I didn't know about that either. Question 2. What is the tallest building in the whole world? Is it A. the Great Wall of China, B. Burj Khalifa, C. the Eiffel Tower, or D. the Statue of Liberty? The Burj Khalifa, located in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, holds the title of the world's tallest building. It stands at a really impressive height of 828 meters, and it has been the tallest man-made structure since its completion in 2010. It also features 57 high-speed elevators, which are among the fastest in the world. It takes just over a minute to reach the observation deck on the 148th floor. It doesn't have the fastest elevator in the world though, because that one is in Shanghai Tower, but it's still pretty cool. Question 3. Which is the oldest? Is it A. the Epic of Gilgamesh, B. Perseus' theft of fire, C. The Mahabharata, or D. Havamal? The Epic of Gilgamesh is one of the earliest known literary works and comes from ancient Mesopotamia. It's well over 4,000 years old. The story of Gilgamesh isn't complete in a single tablet. It's compiled from a collection of around 12 clay tablets, each containing parts of the narrative. And it's a shame, but some parts are still missing or damaged. Gilgamesh was a real historical figure, the king of Uruk, a city-state in ancient Mesopotamia. The story's main focus is a quest for immortality and the meaning of a good life. You can see this friendly dude in the bottom left corner strangling a lion. Question 4. What purpose does the sack under the beak of roosters or turkeys serve? Is it a sign of health and attractiveness, maybe a byproduct of selective breeding, helps the animal cool down, or it amplifies the bird's calls? Choose 2. Chicken's wattles function in the same way as its comb. They have lots of blood flowing through them, and so the wattles help with body temperature control, can act as a health indicator, and make a chicken more sexually attractive to the ladies. Question 5. In what country was the first Buddha born? Was he born in India, China, Nepal, or maybe Sri Lanka? Siddhartha Gautama, the Lord Buddha, was born in 623 BC in the famous gardens of Lumbini located in the Terai plains of southern Nepal. At the age of 29, he renounced his princely life, leaving behind his family, including his wife, and the comforts of the palace to embark on a spiritual quest. He attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, India. He meditated for 49 days and at the age of 35, achieved enlightenment, becoming the Buddha, which means the awakened one. Question 6. What event started the First World War? Was it A. the German invasion of Poland, B. the uprising in Czechoslovakia, C. the French embargo on SSRR, or D. the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand? The spark that ignited World War I was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary and his wife Sophie in Sarajevo on June 28, 1914 by Gavrilo Princip, a member of a Serbian nationalist group. The period following the assassination is known as the July Crisis. Diplomatic tensions escalated rapidly as nations took sides, alliances were activated, and ultimatums were issued. Soon, the war to end all wars went into full swing. The name aged quite poorly, if I can say so myself. You can take a look at the assassin Gavrilo Princip. Question 7. Who made the first car? Was it A. Henry Ford, B. Enzo Ferrari, C. Carroll Benz, or D. Armand Peugeot? Carl Benz is credited with creating the first true automobile, the Benz patent motor wagon, which he built in 1885 and patented in 1886. It's considered the world's first commercially available automobile. The patent motor wagon was often referred to as a horseless carriage. It had 3 wheels, 2 in the back and 1 in front. You can see it on the left. It doesn't look how I imagined at all. Question 8. What country does Elon Musk come from? Does he come from South Africa, USA, Canada, or maybe Sudan? He was born in Pretoria, South Africa. He was very interested in technology. He coded and sold his first game called LOTR at the age of 12. It was basically a simpler version of Space Invaders. You can play it yourself on the internet. There's not much to play, to be honest, but yes, you can. At the age of 17, Musk left South Africa to attend Queen's University in Canada. After 2 years there, he transferred to University of Pennsylvania, where he earned bachelor's degrees in physics and economics. You can more or less guess now what the bonus question will be about. But for now, question 9. Which country made the Statue of Liberty? Was it USA, Italy, France, or Spain? The Statue of Liberty was a gift from France to the United States to celebrate the enduring friendship between the two nations. It was designed by a French sculptor, Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, and its metal framework was built by Gustave Eiffel. Her spiky hat is symbolic because the 7 spikes on its crown represent the 7 seas and the 7 continents, symbolizing the spread of freedom and liberty and white bald eagles throughout the world. Question 10. On average, how much does the temperature lower every 100 meters? 0.6 Celsius, 1 Celsius, 0.1 Celsius or 0.3 Celsius? The temperature is usually dependent on air pressure. The higher the pressure, the higher the temperature. Since atmospheric pressure is greatest at sea level because more air is pressing on you, the highest temperatures are generally observed at sea level under comparable weather conditions. The higher one climbs, the further the temperature sinks due to the decreasing air pressure. Aside from air pressure, the atmosphere is mostly warmed by the Earth's surface. The incoming solar radiation warms the Earth's surface, which in turn emits thermal radiation, meaning heat, to the atmosphere above. To the left, related memes, I couldn't find anything more interesting. Question 11. What is agoraphobia? Is it A. the fear of people, B. the fear of open spaces, C. the fear of cosmos, or D. the fear of public speeches? Despite the term agoraphobia literally meaning a fear of open spaces, the condition isn't really limited to outdoor environments, because it often involves a fear of various situations which might cause a panic attack, such as crowded places, public transportations, leading to a cycle of avoidance and heightened anxiety. Question 12. What's it called when a person runs away, gets amnesia and starts a new life? Is it the nomadic syndrome, wanderlust amnesia, the dissociative fugue, or tabula rasa amnesia? It's called the dissociative fugue, and it's a very rare condition. A person suffering from it due to trauma or maybe a neurological problem gets amnesia and begins life anew, often in a different place, different name, different time, different profession. Often, when the memory comes back, they do not remember the period of their fugue. These periods can last from a couple of days to many months to even years. It's a real psychological condition and really shouldn't be simulated like in Breaking Bad. Question 13. What's used in the most common non-electrical thermometers? Is it mercury, colored alcohol, liquid thermal ink, or nitrogen? Choose 2. Mercury, or colored alcohol, is most often used in non-electrical thermometers. These substances expand with temperature. In theory, for the results to be accurate, you should use the thermometer at 20 degrees Celsius, room temperature, which is something new to me. Question 14. What is the Pangaea? Is it A, constellation, B, a supercontinent, C, a volcanic island, or D, a lost civilization? The name Pangaea is derived from the Greek words pan, meaning all, and Gaea, meaning earth. Pangaea translates therefore to all earth. It formed during the late Paleozoic era, approximately 335 million years ago. One of the key pieces of evidence supporting its existence is the fact that there are matching fossils and rock formations found on continents that are now separated by vast oceans. And finally, question 15. What country has the most saunas per capita? Is it Iceland, Sweden, Norway, or Finland? In Finland, there are more saunas than people, almost 2 per person to be precise. They're a bit crazy about them, cause when I went to a festival called Wappu a couple of years back, they even brought a big portable sauna to a park where the event was taking place. Amazing stuff. All shapes and forms imaginable of saunas can be found in Finland, I believe. You guys who reached the end really make me proud. Good job. As promised, bonus question time. So the question is, what was Space War made on, and what do you think would you enjoy the most out of the first games ever made? As always, the first correct answer will get pinned, and you can expect my own answer at the start of the next episode. So, have you learned something interesting today with me? Tell me how you did, and if you have any suggestions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section below. And lastly, fingers crossed for your exams before Christmas, evaluations at work, and cleaning efforts. Call your parents if you like doing so and can do it, not all of us can, and try to have a great week. If everything goes well, see you in a week, dear knowledge seeker. Bye bye.